Hello everybody, welcome back to Axion Token Live. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. We're going to get into everything about Axion. Of course, it's going to be a bit of a fun video. Let me just check, make sure everything's up and running. Welcome, of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all those good things. And of course, a big shout out to Axion Token channel members. I appreciate the support. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be covering Axion today. It's going to be pretty nice, full on Axion, everything Axion today. So it's going to be a pretty good update around the ecosystem. We're also going to look at the five things that makes Axion stand out. So we're going to have a look at that too. Let's just get into some of the, let me just make sure that I'm up to date on here. So let us go up to there. It looks like we've got the audio going. Let me have a look, make sure that's up and running. Sounds good to me. So looking good, folks. Get into the chat, say hello. We've got a poll up and running. Are you buying Axion at the moment at this buyer's price? So we're going to look at the price chart shortly. Currently, anything over quadruple 04 is US cents is the price. So we've got a couple of votes in there already, pretty good. 5 votes already. So pretty nice to see it. Get into the chat, of course, say hello. This is everything about Axion. So it's a great time for us to get together on YouTube and do that. Pretty cool. We've got yes, buying and staking via accelerator. Might buy in the next 2-4 weeks. So looking good. I've been buying on the market, so buying up some Axion myself. Done a couple of buys, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to look to start buying up more now. We're going to look at the chart and see why it's a good time to buy, and we're also going to look at the features as well. It's going to be pretty cool. So I do think that the propensity for the large wallets has just reduced. And it seems like the large holders remaining seem to be fairly steady in their liquidity. We have seen one reasonable size wallet today sell a bit more, but once again, I think it's actually looking good for a little while in terms of a buyer's market. So we're going to get into all that for sure. Let's get else. We've got Obvio in the house there at the moment, so definitely looking at picking up some more. Just not sure when. I might miss out. It's always possible, but at the moment it is okay. We've also seen the markets rebound a little bit. So we're going to check that out too. But let's go to the accelerator first. This is the place to be at the moment. So looking very good. Let me just actually check out. I've actually missed up the sheet that I've got to actually post. We're going to pull it up in a second. Let me quickly get that up in line. So I'm just going to pull it up. Just one moment. Let us go to Axion.net. We're going to jump over here. We're going to put in a little pathway here. I'm not sure if the address is up at all, but I'm going to type this in. So scripts, and we're going to go to moon sheet because we're going to get into this shortly too. So that should post up. Let's see if that works. No, the script's not working. I've misspelled it. That's probably why. So let's get into that typical thing. I thought I was ready, but not quite ready there. And that's what happens when you do YouTube sometimes. You're thinking about so many things, but there we are. We're going to get onto that in a second, but let us get into the results at the moment. This is the accelerator. Looks like we've got 1% sold here, it's saying, so we'll double check that. It says 99%, but sometimes it wavers to 21%. So we've got 12 hours and 55 minutes to go. Basically, the Axion accelerator is the main place where you buy and stake in the Axion portal. So this whole platform for Axion is the Axion portal. Axion's been around for a while now, and it's got a huge community. And it's pretty attractive. So basically, you can buy and stake in one transaction, as it says here. You can earn up to 47% annual percentage return, and that is inclusive, which is probably the better way of writing, inclusive of a daily liquid Bitcoin. So it's inclusive of it. You get up to 10x multiply NFT. It's a non-fungible token for the Collider. That gives you a chance of getting 10 times your original investment, which is pretty mad, crazy good. And I think that's pretty nice. But we're going to check out more features later on. So at the moment, we've got, we always start with 375 million in the Axion pool there. And of course, if you buy and stake through here on the accelerator, this is the main page here, then you can participate in that bonus. There are 4 basic bonuses, and we're going to get into that a bit later about the buy and stake. So hold your horses on there. We'll just jump down to the results at the moment. Yep, so we've got 2.3 million Axion sold through here so far, $96. It's people that have bought and staked the Axion. And of course, 1 million has been burned so far, $44. So there's a long way to go, though. We've got 12 hours and 54 minutes to go until that finishes. Also, paid BTC paid out to stakers $0.0006625, which is not bad. This is starting off. We're just warming up, of course. Matic at the moment, 37 is what's being used at the moment, and a little bit of wrap Bitcoin has also been used. This allows small fish to get into investing, which is pretty cool around the world, no matter where you are, what economic environment you're in. to the big fish, so it's pretty cool to see large and small investors in the platform. So pretty nice. All right, so that there is the results at the moment. And of course, when you buy and stake, it's pretty easy. This is on the Polygon platform, and you have 6 tokens you can choose from: Matic, Wrapped ETH, USDC, DiStable, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Chainlink. 6 different tokens. All you have to do is, I like to check the advanced tab there, and it brings up everything. Just select your token, put the amount that you want to invest. So let's say we're going to do 600 Matic, for example. That's about $1,000. That's pretty cool. And also that would equal 24.26 million Axion. Those are the tokens, of course, in Axion platform. Then, of course, what determines your bonuses in here? There's 4 different bonuses, pretty much in different ways. So 5,555 days is the maximum length. The minimum length is 120 days. So you can do that, but you only start getting the bonuses once you go to 350 days. So you can see at 120 days, there's no bonus there through the accelerator. So you're not getting any of this reward pool. Longer pays better. It's that simple. Longer pays better. So as soon as you go to 350 days, and we'll put 350 in there, 350, you will find that you'll start to get 1%. And you basically get 1% added on each year that you stake. So 2 years would be 2%, 3 years 3%, 4 years 4%, 5 years 5%, etc., all the way up to 15.2 years, which is basically 15%. So nice on that. So 350 days is pretty cool. It's the minimum. Anything under that, you won't get any of this bonuses. You also start to qualify for the big payday bonuses. There are also 4 special events coming up for stakers, and then the next 4 years. So you qualify for that every 350 days that you stake. So 350 days will get you 1% for the first year bonus through the accelerator. You'll also get the big payday bonus for the first year. You can see it's ticked here, but you haven't got the last 3 years. Year 3, 4, and 5, you haven't got those ticked. So that's how that works. So those are the bonuses. So $1,000 plus a $10 bonus equals your total principal. Then you're going to get $11.24 for your big payday bonus. At the moment, that can change depending on how many people are staking. And then, of course, your maturity value is $1,113 there. Very, very cool. But on top of that, of course, you get a bonus particle NFT. That's pretty special to Axion staking. And, of course, that the max at the moment is $2,890 as the top prize if you get that. So you've got a chance of getting a good NFT like that. You can get 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, or 10x times your original investment, up to a maximum, of course, this $2,890. So depends on how big your investment is, but there we are. 50 million is the chance that you could get. So that's pretty cool. This is your Axion. When you stake it, you get the Axion back plus interest at the end of the staking period. On top of that, of course, you get Wrapped Bitcoin dividends in real time, and they are subject to how the accelerator sells out every single day. But you do get the Bitcoin in real time. And as we say, I think there's a pretty huge amount. Was it over 180 Wrapped Bitcoin people paid the stakers in Axion since it started? So pretty nice. And yeah, you can see here, indicative here is $5.57. Indicative here is $66.87 per year for $1,000. So that's in addition to the Axion, and you withdraw at any time. It's pretty easy to do, folks. So all you have to do is select the token, put the amount in, select how long you want to stake for. The longer pays better. And of course, then you can connect your wallet and accept that. Once you've done that, of course, 3 things are going to happen. Your stake's going to show up on the staking page here at the bottom, and you'll see that there. You also see the value of your Axion holdings there. And of course, when you stake Axion, you swap it over for shares. So you'll see your shares there. The more shares you have, the more the reward pool you get. It's pretty much that easy. Your NFT that you get, your particle NFT that you get as a bonus. So that's, if we go back to the accelerator, your bonus there is this bonus NFT. That will show up on the NFT page. And if you want to use that, you can go to the Collider page. And the Collider is like a fun part of the a bonus there. You can put your NFT into the deposits here as particles. And if those particles smash together and they may find Axion particles, because Axion is well known as a subatomic particle of dark matter potentially. And so that there will show up here. You can actually influence the benefit by just increasing the stake period. And of course, engage the collider, and you got a 4% chance of winning. So pretty cool. And thousands of dollars have been given out to holders. I think it's somewhere between $14,000 or $16,000 there given out to stakers so far at the moment. So very nice results there. And man, that's a huge bonus if you get that. Obviously, on your staking investment, a huge ROI potentially. So pretty nice, up to 10 times potentially. So depending on how much you invest. So those are the 4 major platforms there, folks. Obviously, you also get access to the launch pads as well. So we've got the launch ones here. We've got all the IDOs here. Now, they will all perform differently. but they do give you early access to each of these. And of course, typically when you get an early, you typically do better on most of them. And of course, you can also get airdrops and also benefits, particularly if you're staked for 5,505 days. Typically, that gives you highest benefits for those. But as long as you're staked typically over 350 days, you often get access to these as well to some degree. So it's pretty nice. At the moment, the Warp project has gone through. And of course, that's in its like third day at the moment or fourth day playing out. So very cool. So that's got a long way to run. They're launching in another 7 days, the next stage of that project. So pretty cool. All right, so those are the main ones there. You get all those access to all those benefits, not just staking, but also access to these new opportunities in crypto, hot off the press, and that's pretty outstanding. So hopefully that helps. That is the Axion portal. I always say do 2 things. One is check out the Axion website. So if we go back to there, axion.network, check that out, and you can check out the accelerator and Collider, more details. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact the team 24/7 help there on Telegram and Discord, and they can answer any questions you have before you decide to go into the Axion portal, which is where we were. You just click that button and you arrive at the accelerator here, and you connect your wallet on with a MetaMask and onto Polygon Network, and away you go. Pretty easy, really. So cool. Let's have a look at the highlights, of course, the 5 things that make Axion stand out. We're going to check that out in a second. So let me catch up there. Don't forget to get in the chat and rock on with the chat. If you're watching this after the live stream, get into the content, write any comments, and I'll respond to those as well. Very cool. So Axion, of course, is on Polygon, and you can buy and sell it on SushiSwap exchange. Very cool. And join this hidden gem, of course. Return on investment. This is a scenario. And just saying that if the price really started to rocket, so at the moment the price is exactly where we are now, quadruple 042, and of course the market cap is at 3.4 million. So that's pretty much where we are. So it's 1x. So let's say that we did a 5x, the price would go to 00021, and that's not even the all-time high. So the all-time high is much higher than that. So that would take us to 17 million, and the 10x from here. From this price here, so we're at quadruple 042. That's where we're buying at the moment. That's what the poll's based on. If you're seeing the poll there, a 10x would take us to 00042, and that would be $34 million market cap. So for 20x to 00084, that's actually would be higher than our all-time high. Our all-time high was 00076, and this is 00084. That would take us to $68 million market cap, etc. So 50x. 100x, 100x. So 100x would take us to 0042, so 4/10 of 1 cent, or 4/10 of a penny if you want to look at it from an American point of view. That would take us to $341 million. And that's all based about scarcity, right? So you get scarcity in a token, you get a lot more demand than that, then the price starts rallying up. No matter what token it is, what project it is, as long as you get the tokenomics delivering that scarcity and bring on demand, you start to get these valuations and prices. You get more people buying than selling. It's that simple. That is economics 101, supply and demand. So pretty cool. So far, stake in Bitcoin, over 180 Bitcoin has been paid out so far through Axion's life and journey. So it's a pretty incredible amount, really. And of course, millions of dollars. And I think at best, it was maybe over $11 million or something like that. Just have to think about that. Let me get the calculator up. Pretty sure that has been up that high. Let me have a look. 68. So let's say 68, I think, was the Bitcoin high, times 180. That would be a total payout. Yeah, about $12.25 million US paid to stakers. Pretty amazing at the peak. So pretty awesome. Token stats. So of course, total supply 334 billion. We can actually see that on the accelerator page. We just go up to the dashboard and you can actually see the whole Axion ecosystem. These numbers are really good now. So they've been changed and updated. They look very good. And so these are very reliable. 334.2. Sometimes you can have definitional issues, but now these look very good. 334.2 billion Axion in total supply, and that matches up pretty well with our summary sheet here. 334. So looking cool. I think that was 334. We've got 334. So looking good. And circulating supply 81 billion. Let's double check that. So 81.5 billion. That's looking good to me. And staked amount 253 billion, 75%. How does that look? 252.7. So 253. That looks very good. And stake 15 years, 163 billion. So that looks good too. 163. So there we are, folks. Looking super good. And wow, you can't believe it. But the fact is that 49% of people in Axion estate for 15 years. It's just mind-boggling, and that is easily the best in crypto. The average stake length too is the best, around about I think 8 years, which is the best as well in crypto. Hex is sitting down at 6.112, and of course Wise is sitting at about 3.5. And those are the other two big certificate deposits or staking tokens. So these are pretty stellar. Now, what are the 5 big features that stand out? Of course, we've got 8% Axion annual percentage yields rate. So that's an 8% return on the Axion. And you can get up to 47% inclusive of wrapped Bitcoin dividends. It depends on longer pays better, of course. The more shares you get, the more returns you get. And of course, also the wrapped Bitcoin dividends does depend on the accelerator, how many people buy and stake every day through the accelerator, but you get paid that wrapped Bitcoin in real time. You can withdraw that anytime. And of course, on Polygon, that is as cheap as chips to withdraw, a fraction of a penny or something like that. It's super, super cheap. So very, very cool. And those are the pretty highlights there on the returns. Of course, in addition to those returns, you can earn up to 20% more through the accelerator. That's why in the poll there we've got, do you buy on Sushi Swap, which is pretty much buying with the market, but you get no benefits. But if you buy through the accelerator, you get pretty much a discount or a bonus, depending on which way you look at it, of up to 20% more through the accelerator. So longer pays better through there. Very, very cool. We talked about the accelerator bonuses, and once you stake through there as well, you get the staking benefits there as well. So pretty cool. But the accelerator bonus is really that cool thing that you get in there. So pretty nice. We can actually see that in the accelerator. We can actually see that when we go to the dashboard, we actually have the Sushi Swap price here is at quadruple 042, and the actual accelerator price is quadruple 04. So you're getting a cheaper price to the accelerator through the accelerator bonus. And then on top of that, of course, you're staking as well. So you get all the staking bonuses, the big paydays and stuff like that. So pretty attractive there. All right, so that's there. You earn up that. You also can win up to the 50 million, Axion with a particle NFT. That is a bonus, and that's free. And of course, you could win that much more Axion if you are lucky. 4% chance of that. As I say, something like $14,000 to $18,000 has been given away already in the last 2 months. Pretty stellar stuff there. Access exclusive IDOs, which we talked about. Of course, Warp is the latest, and that's also been developed by the Axion development team. And so that's looking fantastic at the moment. That is opening in launch stages. So we're going to be following that pretty closely on this channel as well. We already covered it twice already, day 1 and 2. We'll be covering that regularly on this channel. So hold on for that. Access exclusive IDOs is pretty awesome, and the airdrops too have been really good. And we've got a lot of good projects in the portfolio. A lot of people have given me good feedback that we've actually made pretty good returns on most of those projects. So that's really good to hear. Also, on top of that, of course, Axion is a leader and innovator in the world-class staking NFT DeFi space. And of course, visual and utility class NFTs also boost in the earnings. We've got the Diamond Stake NFT. You can actually buy that on OpenSea. And of course, that gives you a 5% boost inside the accelerator every time you go and buy and stake there. It's pretty nice. So those are the 5 features, folks, that really do stand out for Axion. And of course, over 180 BTC over the period of time has been pretty good. And once again, the price is a great price to buy at the moment. And of course, all you need to get is more buyers than sellers. And of course, that's what happens. So we're going to check out the chart and see what's happened in the propensity. Let's just go to the chat there and see who else is in the chat. We've got Oblio Stone says a 10x is a very achievable price. It's insane that more people aren't buying at this price. That's right. So it sort of just becomes that self-fulfilling stuff where you get more buyers than sellers, and the price it goes for gold. We're going to see that the sellers' momentum has actually slowed down now. There was a lot of supply at the beginning of Axion, and of course, the team has done wonderful things to change the tokenomics. There's a big vote coming out now, of course, that is going to change the accelerator works, and it's going to go to public vote or stakeholder vote, I should say. And that is around the fact that every time someone buys and stakes an accelerator, at the moment, 55% goes of that money that you spent. So let's say you took $1,000, you invested $1,000, $550 of that 1,000 is going to go buy Axion from Sushi Swap, and then it's going to burn it. It's going to go off the market for good, and that's outstanding. So you can see so far the Axion has burned 36.3 billion Axion off the market. So we had a lot of volume at the beginning, and that's starting to whittle down in the sense that we are slowly getting higher burns, and of course circulating supply is getting lower. Now inside the circulating supply, of course, includes the dev wallet. I believe that last time I checked it was over 10 million in there, and so that's getting lower too. But we're going to check out the burn in a second. but basically 55% of what goes through the accelerator goes and buys Axion or SushiSwap. That gets burned and actually gets off the market for good. So the second thing, of course, is that 15% goes to the team for marketing development, generally speaking, and that's really good because we need marketing. That's just a natural part of sustainability. And of course, we have an awesome team that gives 24/7 help and does awesome marketing, awesome development. So it's great to pay them. And that, of course, makes the sustainability of the ecosystem going forward very, very cool. The other thing, of course, is that 30% goes and buys wrapped Bitcoin on the platform, and then that gets distributed to all of the stakers which are in the platform, which is pretty cool based on the amount of shares that you have. So the more Axion bonuses you get through the accelerator, longer pays better. The more shares you get, over 300% more shares for 15.2 year stakes. That's why 49% of people stake so long. They get that 300% more shares bonus, and that gives them more of the wrapped Bitcoin dividends, and they can withdraw those at any time. So it's pretty nice from that point of view as well. So that's how that works. And we're looking excited about that. So let us go to the price. We're going to have a look at that. So we've got the price of Axion. This is since we've been on Polygon. Let's just do a few measures here. We came in on the 20th of October. Obviously, Axion used to be one of the 3 top certificate of deposit projects on Ethereum with Hex and Wise, of course. And obviously, Polygon moved Axion moved first off those networks because the fees were super expensive for staking and unstaking in particular. And so Axion took the initiative to move onto Polygon, which is super cheap and super fast. And that has been super beneficial to the team and to all the investors as well. So it's been very, very cool. So we've been on there since the 20th of October. And of course, we've been on there now for 102 days. Can you believe it? Over 3 months, basically almost 3.5 months, which is amazing. And the other thing, of course, the team has done a number of great initiatives, including NFTs and DeFi NFTs, leading in that space as well. So it's pretty cool. The other thing they also did was absorb a lot of the selling. We had a first big payday on the 29th of October, and that was all the way back here. So if we take this here, we had 29th of October, we had the big payday. And so what you see with the red candles is just people selling into that big payday. So the price had a great launch price for Axion. We were way up here with the top price at 0.0054. So you can see that 0.0054 is pretty attractive. Unfortunately, we had a lot of people sell into the big payday, which the team was aware about. And of course, the Diamond Stake NFT helped to absorb a couple of billion of those. And of course, it was absorbed a lot of that sell pressure. And of course, now we've just been slowly. We've still got quite a few big wallets. They have started slowing down their selling. And of course, now we've got down to this point here where we're down at 0.0004, a really good buyer's market. You can also see with the green curve that I put in there that the actual selling momentum has started to reduce, and we're flattening out on that seller's momentum. As you can see, the curve going there, and it's certainly selling out there. So if this curve is based on the lowest price point here, so it just gives you kind of that indication there as well. So you could actually make the curve a lot closer if you wanted to. You could make it run through sort of like that, but you can see that the actual rate of change is slowing down with the propensity. So the market's trying to find a bottom there since we've been on there over 102 days. Pretty cool. Now, as I said, the high price that we launched on, which was only 102 days ago, was 0.0054. Our all-time high when we were on Ethereum was 0.0076. So we can get back to those 0.00 marks pretty reasonably from 0.04 back up to 0.001. That would be the first target there, which would be up to this mark here. So if we take a little indicator there, we'll get the line out, and we'll do an indicator 0.001. That would be up to this mark here. So that'd be our first target with our price, and that's quite doable, right? Quite doable to get up to there. Once we get over there and build support over the 0.001, then we can move up higher. And like I say, we've got a lot of those big accounts have sold out. A lot of the liquid whales seem to be pretty inactive at the moment. And of course, it'd be interesting to see how they react to new investors coming in. We get more buyers than sellers. So I think it's a pretty good price opportunity at the moment at this stage. So pretty interesting stuff there. That definitely the propensity to sell has slowed down. And so this here looks very positive to find a bottom. If you actually angulize this, it actually looks even less, of course, as you get the angles. You can see the angles start to, if I take a copy of that, bam, you can actually see the angles start to really sort of flatten out there, sort of just getting lower and lower and lower. So we get to this price here. So I've been buying in here. the last day or two. So getting in this range, I feel that's pretty attractive time to start entering. And I've been waiting quite patiently to do that. So looks pretty good to me at the moment. Once again, not investment advice. You've got to do your own due diligence, just my opinions. But this is what I'm doing at the moment. So we've got the poll in here at the moment. It looks pretty good. Let me just get over to, I haven't got any moderators on. So let me just update this and get rid of the old spam in the chat. So very cool. All right, so that's where we got at the moment. And yeah, don't forget to get in the chat, say hello. Let's know your opinion at the moment. We've got the poll on. So we've got how many votes we've got in the poll here? 8 votes at the moment. So very, very cool. Are you buying up Axion at the moment at this price, buyer's price? So I got inverted comments level at a quadruple 04 plus. And we've got 33% market buying via SushiSwap. So I've been doing some market buying via SushiSwap too. Yes, staking via Accelerator, 33%. Might buy next 2 to 4 weeks, 22%, and not buying 11%. So cool votes there. We've got 9 votes in there. Very cool at the moment to get to see that stuff. So get in there and do that. Let's have a look at also the let's say Oblio says, I am like the curve. It indicates to me the bottom is near and there will be a strong growth NFA. I'm new to chart reading, so take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, so let's have a look at the longer one. We've got actually, we're doing daily here. We've got some indicators here. So we have had a bit of fight between the buyers and sellers on the DMI. You can see the green is the buyers and the red is the sellers. So we had a bit of fight going on there. The sellers won out there for a little while. That was particularly when the ETH market was having when the whole crypto market was falling as well. That didn't help the sentiment, but Axion actually held up reasonably well during that period. And of course, now we've got a little bit of uptick in the buyers here. But we also had the sellers starting to come down a bit. So it's going to be interesting to see that converge. And so we're going to be looking forward to that too as we go ahead. Oh, what did I do there? Lost the chart there. We'll look at the RSI. The RSI's got plenty of room to move up. So we've had not a problem with the RSI. If we get a price rally, we've got plenty of room on that to move up. So that's also looking good. All right, so let's go back to the price there. We're going to full charge that. We've got $194,000 of liquidity in Axion at the moment, and so just under 200,000. Daily volume is pretty low, so the price can move up and down pretty easily, and that's sitting at 6,000. But of course, the price is so low that you can get a pretty big number of Axion at the moment with the price. Market cap 3.4 million, and wrapped ETH in there is 37. Ethereum in there at the moment too. And what else we got going there? Yeah, circulating supply looks pretty accurate. And yeah, so 1 ETH at the moment will get you 62.47 million Axion. So it's a pretty good deal for 1 ETH. You pick up quite a lot of Axion. And if you've got some diamond hands and stake that, you can start getting all those returns and wrap Bitcoin dividends, earn the 8% or more APR there on the Axion. David Yardy says, cannot understand why it hasn't picked up. It's so low. It's better than Hex, says David. Yeah, I think there's got a lot of opportunity to pick up a lot here. And as long as some of the sellers start slowing down, as we see in this curve, if they maintain that level, then it looks better. And we actually have seen a lot of the wallets. I went through a lot of the top 50 wallets, and I actually saw that the vast majority of them have not even touched the Axion for a long, long time, making it look in active liquidity. We just get a couple of wallets that we've had. We've recently had, before the market pulled back, we actually were getting more buyers than sellers. We had a couple of big wallets actually accumulating more than the few that were selling. And it was only the reason the market dropped is because when the market dropped, had a correction that Axion pulled down further. But I think actually held up reasonably well up to recently on that one. So it's going to be interesting to see the pros and cons there. And once again, you just need more buyers than sellers, and the market price starts going up. It's that simple. And that's true for every single token out there in the planet, all the thousands of them that are there. Axion, of course, is a certificate of deposit, so it actually gives you some yield, whereas a lot of the other tokens don't give you any yield. They just start to fall when the price market falls, but at least you get the offset with Axion staking. So that's the real advantage of a certificate of deposit on the blockchain. All right, so looking good. Let's jump away to, I just want to look at some of the transactions. Here we are on Axion.today, and we're going to get into the burn section next, because that's my favorite part, is that Axion is actually being burned through the accelerator and reducing the supply as in the liquid supply. So it's cool. We've got a lot of people here. This shows all the transactions happening on the Axion ecosystem. We've got particles here going on. Someone had a 10x multiplier. Can you believe it? A 10x multiplier with 500,000 Axion in it, or Axion or particles in it, I should say. And of course, they got a 10x, but unfortunately that didn't it wasn't successful, but it's actually quite rare to get a 10x, but they got one, and they failed on that one. So pretty cool. So you can get the 10x's. There's a 1x, there's a failure there, 98,000 there, so small one. We've got a lot of people max staking, so people staking 15.2 years. That's what we call a max share stake. So that's pretty cool. A fish upgraded there, so we'd love to see that. That's what it's all about, is staking through Axion, yeah, that looks really good there. So we had a 2x multiplier here that unfortunately was unsuccessful. We've got lots of people cashing out their wrapped Bitcoins. We've got some new stakes, so lots of new stakes in the blue. We've got completed stakes here. So this one here was a big stake here, 275 million Axion. And that was $11,500, and they served 7 days there. And so what else we've got going? Wrapped Bitcoin withdrawals, stake completions, people completing stakes, new stakes being made, people going through the accelerator. That's where if you're new to Axion, you want to bet you'll get all the benefits through going through there, buying, staking, and of course that's very, very cool. More Collider 4x, that's a 4x, so we got 4 times the original investment. They had 1.2 million particles there. Very cool, but unfortunately that failed. You got a 4% chance of winning, remember? So just going through that. And so lots more transactions happening in the last 24 hours. We're just scrolling through them. Lots of people staking for 15.2 years. Look at these crowns, pretty amazing. Lots of people were taking out wrapped Bitcoin dividends. Nice. Obviously on Polygon, you can take out even a few dollars, even a few cents you can take out. It's so useful on Polygon. We've got some failures there, and just looking for some successes there. Here is a success. So this was 389,000 particles the shark had, and they were successful. So it was a big win for them. It was a 1x, but they basically got double their amount. So very, very cool. It got some other failures there and so forth. So if you want to buy and stake, you will get a particle NFT. The minimum is 50,000 Axion to buy and stake through the accelerator. Minimum staking period 120 days. But you get a particle NFT, so you got a good chance of the more particle NFTs you have, you've got a better chance, I guess, of winning one of those. Nice. So that's looking pretty good. Let us go back to the dashboard. We're going to also pick up Discord. Let me go to Discord here. And we're going to also do I love doing the section during the day. Burn, baby, burn, folks. Burn, baby, burn. We're going to do that. But I do love this summary sheet here of Axion. So do maybe say that to your favorites. It is pretty cool. The upside for the price is pretty epic. And so at 2022, definitely going to be a focus year of growing the investors and realizing some of these X returns here. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, so let us get on to here. We're going to do burn, baby, burn. And that's why basically we report to the Axion community how the burn's going. So we're going to hit the burn here, Axion burned, and see what the burn was for today. I'm pretty sure it would have come in now. Typically comes in while I'm doing this live show. I did start a little earlier today, so we'll see whether that pays out there. Let's have a look. Waiting for it to update. So this is the burn address on the blockchain. So no, there's no update yet at this stage, although I didn't do a live stream yesterday. The burn is from yesterday's there, and that's 33 million. So that's a pretty good burn. So I might end up doing one the next time I do a live. There's probably going to be a burn soon happen, but it's not happened yet. So I might just leave that at this stage and report that next time it comes in. But pretty exciting. We've still got burns coming in. 33 million. It's a pretty good burn. And we are definitely climbing up there as well. So looking good. All right. So we might leave it there, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got pretty quiet there in the chat, but we're going to end the poll and see how the poll goes there. And let's have a look here. So all the links in the video description, the Axion portal, Axion.network website. Once again, if you have any questions, get into Telegram or Discord. Ask away. 24/7 help is the best service in crypto, hands down. So definitely get into that. All right, so are you buying up Axion at the moment at this buyer's price? We got 33% yes buying by Sushi Swap, and I put myself in that camp too. We got yes buying, sticking by Accelerate 33%, and might buy next 2 to 4 weeks 22%, not buying at the moment 11%. Cool. So let's end that poll. So I'm buying some stuff on Sushi Swap because I'm taking it off the market myself. So that's the one way I'm contributing to that factor. So pretty nice. Let us get in there. So there's the poll results, folks. Let us have a look. I'm going to post that into the Discord. Let us do that now. And let me just get in there. I'm going to post that, and I'm going to get that there. Let me just go up to the top here, and we're going to post that in. So today's fun poll results. Nice. So we're going to post that. Very, very cool. And we'll put some love on that one for sure. And nice one, burn. We've got Oblio in the house. Nice. All right, awesome. So next time we do a live stream, we'll definitely do the burn baby burn section where we show how much Axion gets burnt for the day through the accelerator. That takes Axion off the market for good, and I think that's pretty positive. Hope you enjoyed this live coverage. Very, very cool. I will catch you in the next one. To all the subscribers, big shout out to the Axion token members. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. And I'll be in Discord as well. Take care now. Bye for now. See ya.